I have a burp, hold on. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath. Quiet on set.
Let's go.
Every single person, brand, and business on the internet has one common enemy. It's called noise. Gary Vaynerchuk recently said that social media isn't social media anymore. It's just the internet. The internet is changing every single day with more blogs, podcasts, videos, publications, platforms, push notifications coming at us every day, all day long, every second of the day. Think about this. You're not only competing with the next Instagrammer or your Facebook friends or YouTube creators, you're competing against Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube themselves. Every single person from, the local influencer to the internet behemoths are all vying for your attention. And attention is the most valuable form of currency that anyone can have. So what do? Throw in the towel and quit the game entirely? Not at all. A lot of people think that the next best thing to do then is to go out and create as much content as possible because content is king, right? Wrong. Clarity is king. At Simply Be, we specialize in the art of standing out, and it all comes down to clarity. We believe that you don't need 1 million followers to make $1 million. We believe that 1,000 people who give a shit about your brand are a lot more powerful than 100,000 people who don't, just so that you can say you have 100,000 followers. That's just ego, and you can check that at the door. So how do you stand out? Where is that clarity found? How do you magnetize your right audience to your right message to capture that ever elusive attention that becomes your own form of leverageable currency? I'm gonna walk you through 5 essential steps that we take every single client through at Simply Be Agency. And I guarantee that if you follow these 5 steps, you will shine on the internet too. Ready? Let's do this. Number 1, ask yourself, what problem do I solve? AKA, what's your value? What do you do that no one else can do the way that you do it? A great place to start is by asking your community. Identify 5 people, ideally colleagues, mentors, friends, and ask them all the same question. What is my unique intrinsic value? Write down all of their answers and circle keywords and commonalities. Then take those responses and vet them with another 5 people. By the time you've completed this exercise, it should be abundantly clear what problem you solve and what is your unique value. Now you're ready for step number 2, which is asking yourself, who's got these problems? Also known as identifying your audience. You can't be everything to everyone or you'll be nothing to no one. That's called Marketing 101. We recommend identifying a couple different groups of people, 1 to 2 to 3 max, also known as your audience segments, who are exclusively looking for what you have to offer. You want to identify not only their demographics, which includes their age, their sex, their location, income level, education level, etc., but you also want to identify their psychographics. What are their emotional pain points? What do they need? What do they want? What are their biggest fears? What are their biggest dreams? Once you've collected all of this data, I recommend you going to Google Images. Now this may seem a little stalkerish. You want to find a picture of a total stranger so that you can put a face to your customer's name to humanize them beyond just words and numbers. And then finally, you want to identify the type of places that your audience is already spending time on. So for example, say you're an interior designer. Your ideal customer is probably really concerned with beautifying their home. Great. They're most likely on Pinterest or Instagram or reading decor magazines. Or say you're a technology CEO and you're looking to attract top-tier talent. Your target customers are probably on LinkedIn or reading TechCrunch or Mashable, right? The point is to meet them where they are and then go ahead and create content that they're already seeking. Speaking of content, it's now time to talk about tip number 3. What you want to do is you want to pick 4 areas of expertise. Now this is inspired by Simply Be's trademark methodology, the personal brand hologram. What we do is we have our clients pick 4 topics that they can go deep on, and these essentially become their content buckets. If clarity is king, then consistency is queen. You want to pick 4 topics that showcase your professional expertise and your humanity and go deep on them ruthlessly. That means that anytime you post anything on the internet, you are in some way, shape, or form pointing back to 1, if not all 4 of your content buckets. This kind of consistency is the cornerstone of standing out, as it creates memorability and associates you over and over again with your area of expertise. Tip number 4, posting original thought leadership content and one social media to go deep on. Let's discuss this. Here's a little secret, guys. Thought leaders create content. That means they blog, they do video, they podcast, they teach workshops, they do webinars, they host retreats, right? These are all forms of original content. They don't just post on social media. So pick your poison. Do you love to write? Awesome, start a blog. Do you love to talk? Even better, launch a podcast. Are you a teacher or a trainer of some kind? Great, start a workshop series or launch a retreat program. I know that I'm simplifying this right now, but it's really important to just get out of your own way and create original content. Next up, we're gonna obviously need to talk about social media. Now, a lot of people think that they have to go and be on all the channels all the time, but that's just a recipe for overwhelm. We recommend picking one. Start with one that really makes sense for your brand and who your audience is, and go deep on it. Now, you don't wanna just build your brand on social media. It's not the place to do that. It's a conduit and a microphone to amplify your content. So once you get past promoting and marketing your content, you really wanna look at it as a place to build community. That means you wanna take the time to engage with your followers, respond to their comments, reply to their DMs. Even better, go and engage and leave comments on their content. That is really how you grow a tribe that will grow and evolve as you grow your brand and evolve your brand. And finally, tip number 5. This is my favorite one. Now, this is a step that most people skip. It's called creating your own mastermind or peer group. Let's face it, it's scary as hell to put yourself out there and demand attention for your value. That's why I recommend creating your own mastermind or peer group. Now, these folks can be in the same industry or not, they can be in your own city or not, but these are people who are going after their dreams just like you are and using the internet to spread their mission. I recommend that you meet regularly, whether that's once a week or once a month, to offer advice, share feedback, just give pure group support. This will help accelerate you. If you look at any major thought leader or influencer, I can tell you that every single one of them has an army of support and positive people behind them helping to push them forward. So there you have it, 5 essential tips to standing out online. If you love this video and you want more personal branding tips, ideas on how to monetize your passion and make a career out of simply being you, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share this video. I'm Jessica Zweig, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Simply Be TV.
Turn up, let's go.